Hi, hello, this is Yoga Priya, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. So, today we are discuss about microprocessors, interrupt of personal computers. Interrupt of personal computers. These devices can be accessed by the program through the predefined interrupt of personal computers. The 8086 assembly language program can be executed in any personal computer's PC based on 8086 Pentium processor or compatibility will while executing the program in PC. The input output devices of PC like keyboard, monitor, printer, etc. can be used as interactive IO input output devices and input data to the program, the output the result of program. These devices can be accessed by the programmer through the predefined interrupt of the personal computers. The personal computers on 8086 microprocessor specific interrupt type number as assigned to various activities, and then the interrupt predefined in personal computers can be broadly classified into some the three groups. The first one, interrupt generated from peripheral or exceptions, and then interrupt for service calls through the software interrupt, and then third one, interrupt used to store pointer to the device parameters. Yes, these are the interrupt of personal computers. There are classified the three groups. First one, interrupt granted from peripheral or exceptions, and the interrupt for service systems calls is this use this, and through the software interrupt, and the interrupt used to store the pointer to the device's parameters. Interrupts. The interrupt of each groups along with functions assigned or listed in some tables are next in these slides. And the in personal computers, the BIOS and OS programs will initialize the vector table for the interrupt listed from the next table, the next slides, and these interrupt vectors table should not be modified by the programmer, and the interrupt which are not mentioned and then not predefined in the personal computers, and so undefined interrupt must can be used by the programmer for any specific tasks or functions. The hardware or exceptions interrupts of PC. The first, interrupt number and the interrupt numbers functions assigned. First, int G00H is a division by the 0, and int 01H is a single step mode work, and the int 02H is a non-maskable interrupt. The function will be assigned, and interrupt 03H is a breakpoint function assigned, and then int 04H is a overflow, and the next, software interrupts in PC. So software interrupt numbers and the function assigned. The first one, bias interrupts, and then int 1H8 is a ROM read only memory basics, and then interrupt 19H bootstrap is a function assigned in bootstraps, and then int 1AH is a time input output function assigned, and then int 1BH is a keyboard breaks, and some of the BIOS interrupts are explained in the following sections. For detailed discussions on the interrupt of PC, readers are advised to refer the IBM PC technical reference and manual and DOS reference manuals. And the end. Thank you so much for watching.